Hi everybody, it's Al. Ignore the hairstyle, it's a do-rag thing or something. My husband put it on me. He's just being silly, and I'm like, I'll go with it. Whatever, I'm too tired to deal with it. So I'm going to be doing dishes because I just lit the Havdalah candle, which is this one right here. That's a Havdalah candle, and it has 3 wicks. I think 3 is like the symbol of unity, and there's other symbolism to it. I don't know all of what that's about yet, but still learning all that stuff. And I haven't learned much about that specific thing, so can't really tell you much about it. Anyway, I do have tons of dishes. As my husband says, honey, we're ending up with a little bit too many dishes. It's time to minimalize again. Time to downsize. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can do that while I'm getting these done. But I do need to wash them because I'm not going to put dirty dishes out in the shed, of course. So you guys are my partners while I get this done. And hopefully you can chat with me about whatever things you want to chat about. There's all kinds of things we can talk about, really. Stuff online, offline. There's the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. There's stuff going on YouTube. Whatever you want to talk about. By the way, if anybody has any issues about anybody having memberships, I could care less. If it's somebody's channel, let them have a membership. If they want to do that, I don't care how much they charge. It doesn't affect my life one iota. I got enough real life garbage going on right now to not care about any of that. So if somebody can make money on YouTube, like good money, hey, more power to them. This is the land of competitive commerce, where everybody's trying to make a buck some way or another, pay your bills or have some nice things in life. It doesn't matter to me. Yes. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Charge $100, charge $1,000. Honestly, like the person said, YouTube has to approve it anyway, so it really doesn't matter. If they say it's okay, then why does anybody else give a rip about it? I never did understand why everybody needs to mind everybody's business as much as they do on here. Hey, Kimberly Mack, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm just doing my dishes. I'm not dressed pretty today. Sorry. I'm dressed in my faded out peach shirt that makes me look really kind of like I'm at death's door. But, oh well. I just put it on because earlier today we had some excitement. There was shooting going on, or what sounded like shooting to me. So I called the police, and they came to my door. I had to throw a shirt on real quick because I wasn't clad that much because I was very sweaty and hot. I wasn't going to answer the door like that, so I threw this shirt on. Hi, fur baby lover. Long time no see, girl. Good to see you. So yeah, that's why I have this shirt. Anyway, I've just been kind of chillaxing today. It's the day of rest, or was the day of rest before Havdalah. And I've been working on my diamond painting. And I started doing my little kitty sticker thing that Mommy Mars sent me. So I've been working on that a little bit. I didn't even get one cat face done yet, so I'll still be working on that one for a while. It's a little tedious to try to line up the sticker just so. But it's kind of fun, too. So it's a change from the diamond painting, Hi, Tin K. How are you? So anyhow, that's pretty much what's been going down here. I won't hear about the dispatch job or the secretarial job until probably Monday if I hear back on that. So I'm going to be just keeping my options open and applying still to things. Oh, okay, Evelyn, gotcha. Hello, Paragon of Truth. Yeah, nobody should be doing that to each other. Why can't y'all just get along? Seriously. Just either get along or ignore each other. Kind of like you would do in real life. It's no different. That's what I do. I just keep about my own business and let people do what they're gonna do. You know, run my channel about whatever I want to make it about. Oh, no, it's fine, Kimberly. Anybody can talk about whatever in here. I don't really care today. I mean, don't become adversarial about anything, but if you want to give an opinion or share whatever you're going through, I really don't mind. I'm just doing my dishes, so I'm not going to get all up in any of that stuff anyway. I'll give my opinion on it, but it's not going to be, you know, the entirety of what my channel is about ever. Because I just think a lot of it's kind of silly and really doesn't shape or break me in any way. I mean, yes, if somebody's going after your real life, it shapes and breaks you. I get that. So then, you know, handle that legally or whatever. But as for anything else, I'm good with everything. It just, I mean, I'm not good with people hurting people or being mean or anything like that. But I mean, it doesn't really, it's not something I dive into very much. I have been watching some interesting things today on YouTube, though. Oh, you got a new kitten. Oh, how nice for a baby lover. That's awesome. Oh, my chats make you smile. How nice of you to say. Thank you. Okay, Paragon. Good to see you. I don't know who you are, but have a good one. Good night. Good evening. Tomorrow, Matthew and I will be going to the new church. So that'll be interesting. Again, not to be racist by saying this at all, and I don't even know why we say it, but we do. It is a black church, meaning the pastor and his wife are black, and I believe many of the worship team are black, and that's fine. I like black people. I grew up around mostly black people. So, and as my daughter said, because we talked about this the other day about racism, because it's a hot topic with everybody. We are not racist, but we do recognize the difference in cultures. Because there definitely is a difference in the black culture versus other cultures. Just like there's a difference in Asian culture, white culture. Doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean they're awful people. It just means they're different. They raise their children in a different way. A lot of people. And I don't know, we can't really stereotype and say every single person of this color is this way. You can't say that either. But there is a difference. There is, yes. And black worship is very soulful and sometimes very exciting. I like it. I enjoy that kind of thing. And I think I'll like the church. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, Evelyn, if you speak your truth, there's going to be retaliation, yes, especially on here. But even in real life, as I've learned from certain situations recently, there is retaliation, whether they say there isn't or not, there is. It's very blatant. So, you can still speak your mind, but be prepared for the results, I guess. You know, prepare for anything, as they say. Because you don't know what might come your way. Just depends who you're dealing with and how they want to handle things. Nowadays, things aren't getting handled very well in certain circumstances. So anyway, that leads me to what I was going to talk to y'all about. So I don't know why I did this. I'm not sure how I even got started on this tonight, but I started watching videos about North Korea and how the kids are raised and just about their extracurricular school activities and such. And very interesting. And we all ought to be really thankful. Yeah, I'm washing dishes. We ought to be really thankful for our freedom. And if you are having trouble being thankful, go watch some North Korea videos. You'll be thankful real quick. And that is the result of people having a man be kind of like their God, in a sense, I guess. That's just how their country has always been. I believe. They've always had like a human leader that they exonerated, if you will. And they taught their children from the time they're very, very little. This is our Marshall. They call him Marshall Jung or something like that. Whatever the name of the person is, Marshall, whatever. And every morning they have to do exercises that honor him. And in school, they are taught to honor him. And if you were to question any of the kids, they would say, well, for instance, one little girl says, well, I want to be a journalist so I can tell everybody how wonderful my master, Marshall Jung, is, or something like that. So they're indoctrinated from very, very young that this is a person that they honor. And if they don't, then I imagine there's problems. I don't think anybody would dare not in that country. But they have it Children's Day. It's called Children's Day. And it looks kind of, when you first look at it, it looks kind of fun. But when you realize that they're having these kids do repetitive motion out in the extreme heat temperatures over and over and over again, and they have no choice, it's pretty cruel looking, honestly. Oh, yeah, there's tons of lies going on YouTube about a lot of people, so nothing surprises me. And I don't even know what's what anymore as far as who's lying about who. I don't really get involved in that. Like I said, I try to value each person on here as an individual because I like Evelyn a lot, and I like some of the other people on here. And I could not keep it all straight to not like one because the other one doesn't like them and all that. I just couldn't do it. I can't. I've tried it. Does not work. My brain is not that intricate that I can keep all that sorted out. So hopefully y'all can, I don't know, deal with whatever your situations are with each other and make some form of a peace agreement, or I don't know, some kind of closure thing, or just avoiding each other or something. I've had to do that with some people in real life lately, actually. Just kind of keep my distance because things didn't work out between them and me. You have to sometimes. Hi, Jeff. How's it going? Yeah, exactly. Watch it all, but don't get involved. Yeah, pretty much how I am too. That way I can just go in whoever's room I want, say hi, make some chit chat, small chat, whatever, and leave. Because honestly, I don't have a whole lot of time anymore because I'm involved in job searching and such like that. And yeah, I'm just a busy person. I got a lot to do. It's not that I don't care about y'all. I do. I care about everybody for the most part. But I can't involve myself in every little squabble, disagreement, smearing, whatever. I'd be here forever trying to fight fires, so to speak. Put out fires. I'd rather just, be there for you to say, I'm sorry that's going on. I'll keep you in my prayers. Hopefully you can figure it out because I can't. Right. Everybody has a story. Anyhow, so I talked to Amber a little bit. We read Galatians. That was kind of cool. Galatians 2. I thought we were on 1, but she said we already did 1. So, ow, ma'am, you can't climb up my back when I'm trying to do dishes. Honey, I might need your help here with him. As far as moving him away from me so he doesn't climb up my back when I'm trying to clean dishes. I think he's not listening to me. He's got earphones on. What? Can you love on Maverick till I get the dishes done? Well, he's going to try to climb up my back with his claws, and it's not going to feel good. And I really got to get these done. And I'm going to try to minimalize them because, like you said, we got too many. Let it go. Oh, Nene. Come here, my dog. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the whole nobody has a right to judge thing because I disagree with that. But most of you know my stand on that, so I'm not going to get into that. But I'm not going to get involved. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'm not going to judge, because I believe judgment begins in the house of the Lord. So, but I'll judge for myself. I don't need to judge necessarily all the time outright. And if I do have some kind of opinion, I will definitely give it if I choose to. Oh, wow, fur baby lover. Oh, yeah. North Koreans are very different than South Koreans. South Koreans, I think, are pretty happy people, and I think they have quite a bit of freedom. North Koreans, even like if you watch the videos, none of them look happy. They do not look happy at all. They'll tell you they are. They'll plaster fake smiles on their faces. But I don't think they're truly happy. And I don't think they truly always know why they're not happy. Because if you haven't tasted freedom, not sure you really know what you're missing fully. I mean, I think they have an idea of it. They have a concept of it. Like one thing that I heard, the one guy that went to North Korea asked the people, don't you ever wonder what's outside of here? What's outside of your country? And the guy said, yeah, sometimes I do. And then he said, but I have all the information that I need to sustain me and bring me peace and happiness in my life, or something like that. So it was like he went from really sharing how he felt to all of a sudden realizing, I better just, toe the line and say what they tell me to say. And that's how they're programmed to be. So, just how it is in some countries. Yeah, definitely, Kimberly. I have no problem with that. So, yeah, but and that is the beauty of living in the United States, is we do have freedom to believe the way we want and pretty much to practice what we want within reason. And that's good. And I think everybody within reason should be afforded that on YouTube as well. Although I do feel there's certain things that should not be on YouTube. And when I see that, I make that known, what I feel about it. Doesn't mean I get my way. Rarely do I ever get my way on YouTube. It doesn't happen. They're focused on bettering that. I said belittling themselves. I was going to say, I think you mean the North Koreans for the belittling self. See, I think the South Koreans are, I don't know if I want to say like us, but more like us than the North Koreans are. I think they have the ability a little bit more to think for themselves, whereas North Koreans are taught the whole group think thing from very, very young, when they're little babies, pretty much. They are taught that everybody looks out for the other. Nobody has a right to be an individual. Everything is done in a group, no matter what it is. Exercise, music lessons, dancing, singing. And you're just taught this is how it is. We are all a group, and we're all here to serve our master, which is Kim Jong-un, I think is how you say his name. We're taught to serve our master, and that's what we live for. And that is when we receive the blessings, when we serve our master and honor him. And nobody questions it, I don't think. And if they do, they probably aren't heard from again, I'm guessing. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. But yeah, so I was watching that. I especially love children because, my major is in child development. So that just intrigues me to see how children are raised and educated in other places and whatever. So yeah, it was very eye-opening, to say the least, of how this all played out. And yeah. And the hours and hours and hours that these people have their kids practicing whatever their skill is, or performing it, not just practicing it. I mean, here you might see a little girl, with a hula hoop do like maybe 15-20 minute skit, but in North Korea, they're like out in the hot sun doing their little hula hoop skit for much longer than that. probably half hour, maybe an hour. I don't know, but a long time. And it's just unreal the stamina these kids have to do all that. It's not a good thing. It's very abusive as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's wrong to let your kid, learn a skill or a talent, but having them be so, having them overdo it to that point, beyond pain, beyond stress, beyond heat exhaustion, it's just bad. I don't know. Every country's different. Every state is different, and everybody has their different ways of doing things. But, and I don't think we could ever get into North Korea to change it any. That's for sure. You'd have to have somebody come back here or something and get unbrainwashed and then go back to North Korea and tell them there's a different way, and then that would be hard because they're so programmed to believe that they follow their marshal, their master. Anyway, so yeah, I was watching that, and what else was I watching today? Trying to think. I watched a few things on the computer today. That just, stuck out to me the most because it was so intense. I watched This Is Us yesterday. That was really good. I feel like I watched something else I wanted to talk to you about, but I can't remember now what the heck it was. Crime Con? Oh. I think it goes both ways for Baby Lover. That's a really good question. I think there are some kids that are born, as they say, the bad seed. I think a lot of it has to do with how their mother ate and how much activity she got, how much oxygen she had during the whole pregnancy. I really do believe that prenatal has a lot to do with how children come into the world. By proof of that, or my own proof of that, I guess, is my one daughter out of 4 daughters. I was very much a rebel at the time. I didn't want to eat right. I didn't want to exercise because I did that with my first daughter. And basically because my foster mom expected of me. She's like, you're going to go out, you're going to exercise, you're going to put on your Christian exercise album, your aerobics album, and you're going to swim, and you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And I rebelled. After that, I was like, well, I don't live with her anymore. I'm pregnant again. This is my life. I'm going to do what I want. And so I did. I sat around. I ate whatever I wanted. I gained like 65 pounds during the pregnancy. Hi, Sue. And boy, did I regret it. Oh my gosh. Absolutely the worst. Last few months of pregnancy, last little bit of time before I was getting ready to give birth. Horrible, painful, awful, nightmarish, want to die situation. And yes, I believe it's because I just literally let myself go, did not exercise, did not eat right, and it bit me in the butt. And as a result of it, I also believe my daughter has turned out to be, I believe she had oppositional defiant disorder, actually. So, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to deal with this stuff all right. Not you. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, my daughter ended up turning out to be very rebellious, very angry. She literally came out into the world screaming and blue. Well, blue first, then screaming. And she's been screaming ever since then. Maybe not outwardly, but inwardly about everything and everybody. And She doesn't stay in steady relationships very long. Although she did stay in the recent one a while and then finally decided she was just going to give him up and go to somebody else that, well, we won't get into who he is, or how he is. And let's just say none of the family is real happy about her decision. And I do think that a lot of that has to do with the way I let myself go during pregnancy and my whole attitude. You reap what you sow. I believe that. And I think I brought it on myself. And sadly, she turned out the way she did because of my decisions. So, in that sense, yeah, she was born that way. Now, even so, she was born that way, but had I had a supportive husband and a better support system around me in general, perhaps some of that could have been curtailed and calmed down before she became an adult. But it wasn't, and so she struggles in different ways in her life. And I don't have a relationship with her by her choice for various reasons. It was very difficult being her mother, honestly. And as I've told my other two daughters, if I had it to do over again, I don't know that it would be any less difficult. She was just that type of personality. A lot of my kids say she's a lot like me, and that's why we don't get along. I suppose that could be possible because we are both very stubborn and strong-willed individuals. So, yeah, I could see that. I'm going to go love on the Momo. Good. It's okay, Mo. So, yeah, in that case, it was like you're talking about nature versus nurture. I think it was a little of both in there. But what can you do? I mean, hindsight, things are over and done with. I didn't have a supportive husband. I had a very abusive husband, mostly emotionally and psychologically, but yes, some physical too, here and there. And she saw all that, and she saw him get away with it. So the message she got was, I can behave however I want, and there are no consequences for it. Because even when there were consequences, he would just bail her out. So it never taught her that you don't treat mom this way, you don't act like that. So, as a result, she has problems. Although she is a manager in her company, so she did learn kind of that headstrong, I'm going to get what I want, however I have to get it. And now she manages other people, which doesn't surprise me one iota. So she turned out okay in the end. I mean, as far as society goes, she's a leader. And that's what society likes, is successful leaders. And she's definitely that. But as far as a pleasant person in general, I think she has her moments. But most of the people that I know that know her have not had a lot of good things to say about her, unfortunately. Yep, there you go, fur baby. That's what I'm saying. But honestly, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. So I wish all of my children, all of my daughters and I had a relationship. That is my prayer before I go to be to my great reward, whatever you believe that is, or just in the ground, if that's what you believe. I would like to have some sort of relationship with her. I don't know if that's possible. I'm not sure. Time will tell. Not holding my breath on it, but it would be nice. Yeah. So, and people, when you raise your kids, they're little kids, it's a very big difference between having little children that have to obey you because you're mom or dad versus I'm my own person now. I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions. I don't have to listen to mom and dad anymore. And by law, they don't have to. So you don't have a whole lot of say at that point. And that's where I've been at for like some time, because my children are in their 20s and 30s. So I don't have any say over what they do. I can give them advice. I can tell them what I would do. And they can tell me to flake off. We don't have to listen to you. And they have in so many ways. Hang on, I'm scrubbing out a pan here. They had cauliflower in it. It's got a little toasty stuck to the bottom of the pan. Not too bad, I guess. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, just about done with the dishes. I've got to decide how I'm going to downsize on some of these. I don't really know what I need to downsize on, honestly. I don't see a whole lot more extra dishes here than I had. I think it was just that they didn't get done, so they piled up. Put these back where they go, though. Empty this out. Yeah, I know, Kimberly. I know. It really is. It's not an easy thing. And I remember how when the baby was born, Carol, I thought she was so cute and everything, oh, so precious. And I loved my quiet times nursing her and stuff like that. And she was a good kid. She's a good baby. And then Anna was born. Oh, and that was, like I said, a rough time for me. And has been ever since. I had a lot of rough times with Anna when she was little. She was quite the little Dickens, to say the least. She was very challenging. And Anna knew how to play my ex-husband against me as she got older and did so on a regular basis. And that was hard. So, you know, and then there's a certain sense of relief when all the child raising is done and they can kind of take care of themselves, and yet you miss them at the same time. You miss the times when you were in the car goofing around and laughing and, you know, sitting together as a family, going to Aunt Alice's house or whoever, and it's gone. And then one day you wake up and you're like, man, where'd the time go, you know? But I do believe that if you train up a child in the way they should go when they're old, they will not depart from it. If you believe in the Bible, and I'm going to believe for every one of my children until I know otherwise, that they will return to their faith. It might not be word of faith, but even if they read the Bible and get close to God, that would be something. That would be good. Just more of God in their lives. That's what they need. More Yahweh. Less world. This world is corrupt. Very corrupt. Every day I see more and more corruption. I guess Naomi Judd passed away. She committed suicide, apparently. And that was like, man. Then there was something else I saw today. Oh, disillusionment. I was watching the Adam Walsh situation, the little boy that was kidnapped and killed, and his father supposedly started a foundation to help kidnap victims and their families and stuff. And now they're saying something about that whole organization is crooked, that there's trafficking and stuff going on through those organizations. And hi, Autumn Winter. So it's like, wow. So now everything I believed about the whole Adam Walsh thing, I mean, it was heartbreaking. The whole movie was awful to sit and watch. And I watched it a few times just because, I don't know, back then I was really into true crime type stuff, I guess. I don't know. I was young. And I watched the whole thing. And then today I was watching this lady interview, I don't know if it was his daughter or his wife or ex-wife or sister. I think it was his daughter, just by the way she was talking. And I know Pandora had something on her channel about it too. And I didn't even understand. I was like, who's John Walsh? That name sounds familiar. So I kind of looked it up and did a little bit of looking into it myself. And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember the Adam Walsh story. This must be who they're talking about. I thought it was a guy from Entertainment Tonight, but I don't think that was his name. So anyway, oh, it was his daughter. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. That's what I'm saying. Oh, wow, for a baby lover. I didn't know she was going to be inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. Wow. I mean, it's just you watch this stuff as an adult. I'm going to be 56. I'm not a spring chicken, okay? I may look younger than my age to some people. To most people, I guess I do. I'm not a spring chicken. I lived a lot of life. I'm almost 56 years old. And I believed a lot of things about life. And they were like flowery, happy things. You know, like, oh, wow, that's awful that this guy's kid was killed. But now we have this Adam Walsh Foundation and we have the Centers for Missing and Exploited Children that are helping people out there. And apparently they're not. Apparently that's all a big facade for some other sinister garbage going on. And it's like, man, is anything that I ever believed in or trusted in or was happy about, is any of it even real? It's like it's disillusioning. My whole life is like one disillusionment after another. It's crazy. I remember, Jeff. I remember he did go on that whole Gabby Petito case. Wow. Sorry, Jeff, if I didn't, believe you back then, or I gave you a hard time about it or whatever, I'm sorry. I did not even know that this whole John Walsh thing was such a farce or whatever. I don't even know the whole story. I kind of got a gist of what was going on, but there's a lot of things behind Adam's death that they're really questioning now. Maybe John Walsh knew more about stuff than he lets on and was involved with some people. I don't know. I don't follow true crime that closely to know all that stuff. But from what I was watching on the interview special I was watching, there's some shady stuff going on. No, I am not making dinner. I'm actually doing dishes. I'm finishing up dishes, actually. Oh, gotcha. No, I live in a house. Very much so. Just a house. A little tiny house. 523 square feet. So, yeah, that was just like, oh, man. Another one. Another one's corrupt. Another one is not what I thought they were. And what I was hoping was going on is not going on. And, yeah, I mean, another one that I found out about was Mother Teresa. For years, I heard about what a wonderful person Mother Teresa was, such a dear, saintly woman, and helped all these little orphan kids and nursed them back to health or stayed with them while they were dying. And turns out she was corrupt. She was taking the money that people were sending there. I don't know what she was doing with it, but she wasn't helping the kids. And they continued to live in very poor conditions, and people continued to die very painful deaths with her profiting from it somehow. So, yeah. You need to know John Walsh, guys. Jeff, can you kind of fill her in on it? Because I actually, like I said, I don't really know the ins and outs of it. I just know he's not on the up and up with who he claims to be and what he claims to be about. No, I know you know who he is, for baby. I was trying to get Jeff to kind of explain more about not who he is, but what the problem is with him. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Yeah, and there's other stuff that I guess he was involved in or allegedly involved in, shady, dark dealings and things. That's why the daughter doesn't believe that he didn't know anything about the whole about Adam getting kidnapped and stuff. I think she thinks he's somehow behind it, is the gist I got. I don't know. You have to kind of do the research yourself. Like I said, I am not really into that whole thing real deeply. I'm not a huge true crimer, but once in a while I catch some information and I sit and watch it for a little bit, and then I just kind of like, oh man, this is why I don't do true crime. Yeah, that's exactly it. Who do you trust? You think somebody is really helpful and they're doing something good, and then behind the scenes they're shady as heck. It's crazy. That's why when a truly good person comes along, people don't believe it. Oh, the daughter is not a good mother. Okay. Well, I mean, that could be too. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a lot of things, maybe not that case, but a lot of things that I'm finding out that are just leaving me going, wow, my whole childhood was a lie. And some of my adulthood. No. She believes he did go through that. She's not saying it didn't happen. She's saying she doesn't believe her father didn't know more than he said. He claimed that he knew about it. And I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't say, but I don't know. There's some shady stuff going on with that whole case, though, that whole situation. Just very sad. Anywho, I'm trying to decide what I can minimalize here because Matthew said we're getting too many cups, too many everything here.
You don't agree, you don't have to.
No, I agree, but I'm trying to figure out where it came in at, where we started having too many of everything. Well, for one thing, you got this new cup.
Yeah.
So we could probably put the other mug up. I don't think anybody drinks that much tea or coffee anyway at the time, really. It's a cute cup, though. Yeah, I think we can put some of these up there. Get my little stool out and climb. Put some things away up in the upper cupboard. Hello, may the force be with us. Oh, gotcha, Evelyn. Well, I mean, sometimes it's necessary. I'm not saying you shouldn't rescue your grandkids. Trust me, I called the police on my daughter. So, because my granddaughter was sitting in nasty diaper for like hours and hours one day because she wanted to go and be with her boyfriend. And she would not let me touch that baby. She wouldn't let me pick her up, change her, nothing. She would have a fit if I even went near her. So I tried to get my ex-husband to do something. He's like, mind your own business. It's her kid. You don't need to be involving yourself. You raised your kids. Let her raise hers and make her mistakes with her child. So, yes, I called the police on her. And they didn't do anything. They sent her to parenting classes, and which she would come home and tell me how all the women that she saw there were losers and how much of a better mother she was going to be, or how much of a better mother she was and how much better mother she's going to be, and how they don't even know who their baby daddy is, and just basically degrading everybody in the parenting class. That's what my narcissistic daughter would do. Rather than be there to learn how to parent and to put her daughter's needs first, she basically badmouthed all the other people in the group, as you would think a narcissist would do. So So, yeah, I figured, that didn't really do her much good since she wasn't there to learn. She was there to criticize everybody in the group. And it probably didn't do her any good. Which was fine because my granddaughter's other grandmother pretty much raised her anyways. So my daughter didn't get to, really. Which was probably a good thing because my granddaughter didn't turn out exactly like her mother. I am kind of wearing a do-rag. Yeah, that's sort of. It's actually a gaiter, but you can use it like a headband too. I don't know. Matthew put it on my head before I went online, and I'm like, I'm just going to leave it on. Isn't it pretty? That's probably the best I look. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, Sue. That's rough. So sorry. I mean, all of us came from really weird backgrounds, I think, in some ways. I don't know too many of us on here who haven't had some kind of craziness in our past of some sort. And it shapes who you are, Just remember that when someone's attacking you on here or you're going through stuff on here, consider the source. People have been through stuff. And that makes them act kind of cuckoo sometimes, I guess. I'm not saying it makes it right or that you shouldn't get justice or whatever, but you just got to realize some people, that's in their brain to be like that. Was it kind of scary? Well, that's how I could get it back up on my head because it was kind of slipping. They needed safety and no fear. Yeah. Sure. Kids need stability, of course. Definitely. Anyway. So, yeah. Life has been interesting to say the least. Not just recently, just my whole life has been very interesting. But I do think that one thing I have learned about myself, courtesy of my cousin's recent Bible group thing that I was part of, is that my vocation in life, at least one of them, is to be in some sort of office job. Not food service, office jobs. So I'm kind of leaning towards that, trying to find some options to find a job and that sort of thing. Because I think maybe it might be a situation of longevity. Like if I find something I really like and it's not super hard and it's not killing my health, then I might stick with it longer. I can't make a guarantee of that, but that would be probably a goal of mine to stay with it longer. Maybe not the rest of my life, but longer than a year or two, maybe. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a hard thing for me. This whole working thing is a hard thing for me, as you know, because I am a traditional type of person who believes it's the man's job to take care of the woman, and the woman can go out to work if she wants to, but that she shouldn't have to. So that's always in the back of my mind, and it's like the ideal thing of the way I believe it should be. But I also live in the real world. Yes, I have done my diamond painting. Would you like to see it, Force? I'll be happy to show it to you, since I am done with my dishes now. Oh, you're putting on weight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take you in my office and I'll show it to you. Come with me to my office. Not that you kind of can help do that if I'm carrying the computer in there. Tomorrow I need to finish cleaning the kitchen. You're not going back out, Ted. It's nighttime. Tomorrow morning you can go out. Let us go into my office. my office. Welcome to my office, where it is echoey and a little bit cluttered right now because Matthew took a shower, so he put all of the washer and the dryer thing in here and the table and all that jazz. So look at, I started using my stickies from Mommy Mars in my journal. Pretty happy with those. Started doing my little kitty cat sticker by number thing. I'll show you it. Where did it go? Right here. That's the stickers. That's what they look like. And this is the starting of the kitty cat. See? The stickers are on the top. It's kind of like paint by number, but you use stickers instead of paints. Now, diamond painting. It's coming along pretty good. Make sure I do it the right way. Yeah. There you go. And it's got all these little tiny diamonds that make up the picture. See? Well, drill beads. So I don't have too much more to go. It's coming out nice. Pretty happy with it. Okay. Put that back in here. And I might work on my cat sticker book while I'm talking to y'all. I need to move Anini, though. He is on my chair. Here, you get up here on your thing, dude. I need my chair. Thank you for keeping it warm, though. Appreciate that. Maverick, you cannot sit up in my way there, dude. It doesn't work that way. All right. Take the do-rag off. Okay. Now for the kitty cat sticker book. Yes, that's my hubby and me, Matthew and I. Yes, it is. That was when we got married the year after our first wedding. We went to the I-80 truck stop and got married. Because that's where my mentor who married us, who was also a pastor, that's where he married us. Because he was a truck driver. He took us out to dinner and he married us. How did I do what? How did I do what? I don't know what you're asking, so you'll have to be clearer on how did you do that? How did I do what? How'd I get into a diamond painting? Do you know Sweet Wheat? She sent me one. It was a cat. And I lost it through cleaning my house and minimalizing and moving stuff around and whatever. But I decided I always wanted to try it because she had been doing diamond paintings and she had told me how much she liked it and enjoyed it. So I was like, well, I really want to try it. So I bought myself, or no, I didn't buy myself. I bought Carol, my daughter, a turtle diamond painting, a sea turtle diamond painting. And when I bought that for her, I had forgotten I bought it for her. So we went to Christmas and everything, and I never gave it to her. Or maybe I gave it to her, she never opened it, or she opened it and I ended up with it again. I don't know. Somehow it ended up back in my possession. That's all I know. And so I ended up doing it, and then I told her, I accidentally did your diamond painting. She's like, that's fine, Mom. I don't have time to do that. So whatever. Doesn't matter to me. So I enjoyed it so much, and I loved the outcome of the turtles, that I decided to get myself one. And I was going to do it as a present for Matthew, which didn't work out that way because he already saw it. But that was okay. I'm trying to see if I can find my turtle painting so I can show you guys. You've seen already. But is it here? My turtle painting. Okay, here's my turtles. This is going to Carol. Carol, close your eyes if you're watching. There's the sea turtle one that I did. Also, little drill beads. Little beads. See? So that one's going to Carol for her birthday, August 7th. And then the other one will be hung up in my house on behalf of Matthew and I. Oh, okay. That's no problem, Evelyn. Do what you got to do. I appreciate it. You're fine. So there you go. That's the turtle one. Oh, how did I get Matt and me in a diamond painting? I mailed away for it. I uploaded a picture, a photograph from my computer to the company, and they make whatever diamond painting out of whatever picture you send them. That's how I did it. Let's count to 60. She'll be out. Well, you know, she works a lot of hours. I get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I don't work those kind of hours. I don't think I ever will. I'm just not the one to do that. But more power to anybody else that can, for sure. Trying to figure out where my B19 is. I don't see it on here. Oh, another thing. Okay, I was talking about disillusionment and such. That's another thing that upset me was one of the guys from American Idol ended up getting arrested, apparently. He put a bug, meaning like an electronic bug, in a apartment or like under a futon or something of a girl that he used to date, I believe it was. And she must have reported it and he got arrested. But there's more to that story, and I don't exactly know how it all went down. But it was just like, man, it's like, is anything sacred anymore? Is anything like untouchable and really what it seems to be? Because it just seems like everything is not. I don't know. And then to hear gunshots or whatever that was today and be freaked out by that. Scary stuff, you know. Always something. Huh? Oh, I was very scared, Evelyn. Like the one time the one dude ran through my yard and he was from the psych center. Apparently my neighbors knew him. They're like, oh, that's so-and-so. He does that every once in a while. He escapes and he'll run through our yard with a knife or something, screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like schizophrenic or something. I don't know. But they're like, oh, yeah, he grew up with our kids, playing with our kids and stuff, but he went crazy somewhere along the line. Oh, Jeff is being typical jokester, saying that he didn't get a wrench or something. That's funny. Anyway, I guess I will wait to hear more about the, what do you call it? What's his name? Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. I'm kind of following that loosely as well. Find out all that all goes down in the end. Oh, he was telling you not to whack him with the wrench. Gotcha. I am trying to figure out where this triangle goes. Pulled it off and I don't even know where to put it. Huh. Oh well. Guess I'll put it back until I know. B38, B34. Oh, B38. That's where it goes. I got it. It's the kitty's whiskers. Yeah, no whacking people with wrenches in here, please. So I found out where I can get my shoe goo from for my clogging shoes, so I could put the taps on my little sneakers and have some clogging shoes so I can dance. It's at Walmart. It's like $4 and something cents. So I'm probably going to get that maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. We might go after church and go get it. That's true. That would be kind of fun to work for Google like that. I know I thought about applying to Google too. I've heard bad stuff about working for Amazon and Google though, so I'm kind of leery. I don't know if it's really something I want to chance. I've had some pretty bad experiences with certain jobs, so don't know if I really want to open that door again to yet another job to hurt me, you know. You guys, will you just leave Pandora alone? Just let her do her room. I'm not saying, if she's bothering you or she's harassing you, then yeah, deal with her about that. But as far as her having her little membership thing, what do you care? It's not affecting you one iota. Whether she has members that pay 100, 1,000, or whatever, who cares? I mean, y'all fight over petty stuff sometimes. I'm not saying everything is petty, but that's petty. Maybe she got bills to pay and YouTube can help her pay them. I personally don't see a problem with it. I've used YouTube for income for years. It's one of the reasons it was created was to make an income at it. And YouTube would tell you that if you ask them that. So maybe instead of harassing people, you go and ask YouTube about that. Write them a little letter and say, hey, there's people online that are actually using your platform to make money. What do you think of that? And they're probably going to laugh at you and say, what do you think we're on here for? What do you think we created YouTube for? Revenue for us. And if y'all make revenue, we make revenue. That's really kind of how it goes. Oh, okay, Jeff. That's interesting. Hope they're doing well at it. They can get you a foot in the door, probably, maybe. I don't know. Since they already work there, they can say, hey, my former teacher needs a job. Can you get him in? Yeah, it's like not a big deal, but everybody's making it be like some kind of travesty. I could care less. I'm over here living my life. I could care less over whether who has what membership or how much they charge or how much their income is. I can tell you one thing though. A long time ago, my mom and some employers told me and other people, don't ever tell people how much you make at your job, especially like fellow coworkers. Don't do it. And it never made logical sense to me until I went to a job not all that long ago where they were all talking about, oh, well, I get paid this, I get paid that. Oh my gosh. The stuff hit the fan so fast. What do you mean you're getting paid that? I'm only getting paid this, and I've been here longer. And don't tell people how much you make. You're not obligated to do that. Now, I get it. With a membership, you have to charge. So obviously people are going to know how much you're charging because that's how they get into the membership. I'm just saying there are cases where knowing somebody's financial status causes a lot of ruckus and a lot of hard feelings. So yeah. But honestly, on here, you can make as much or little money or whatever that you know how to. You're allowed to do that by YouTube, and they encourage it to be done. So I just don't understand what the issue is. I really don't. Just let people do what they do. As long as they're not stirring up trouble, why do you care? Right. Exactly. It's your choice. If you don't want to subscribe to a channel or be a member, don't be one. It's not a big issue. It shouldn't be a big issue. But, it is for some people. I get it. Whatever. It's not going to be for me because I don't care. It's not affecting me. Now, if it was affecting me, it was keeping me from getting a job or, killing my channel because somebody else has a channel or a membership, then yeah, I might care about that. I might have something to say about it, but it's not the case at all. So carry on, do whatever you want, within reason. Yeah, there you go. You supported her because you had common values. Makes sense to me. And maybe people there think there's common values there. Maybe they just enjoy whatever she offers. That's their right. Let them be. This is how I feel. People for a long time have badmouthed people and said they were awful people and causing problems and whatever. So when one of them that you badmouth decides to do something in a more positive way, you would think you'd just leave them be and say, well, good, they're finally doing something positive. Yay them, But no, people have to just keep on about stuff. And I just don't understand it. Anyway, just my thoughts on it, I guess. Take them or leave them. I'll show you this cat picture when I'm done too. Yeah, I've never been in a membership, I don't think. I don't have money to give to a membership. My money goes to just paying my basic bills and paying my internet and stuff. That's enough of an expenditure for me for a while. I am almost done with this sticker cat, and I will show you it. Darn it. Down a little bit. There. I think that's better. Yeah, I know. Well, it's not for everybody, and everybody isn't going to have positive results for joining memberships, apparently. I mean, I was part of a Discord for a while, and I had a bad circumstance happen, so I left the Discord. Now there's other people in the Discord with that same person, and they're doing fine. More power to them. I'm not going to say, well, you can't go on this Discord because I had really bad issues with that person or such a person or whatever. Such and such a person. I'm not going to say that. Let somebody go where they want to go. I'm not everybody's mama. Maybe they're having a good experience in the Discord. I don't know. I didn't, so I didn't stay. Why is this not charging? Hold on. I need to make sure my computer is charging. If I lose you, it's because my battery ran out on my computer. Let's see. Oh, that turned it on. Okay. So there you go. There's the first sticker cat right here. The Siamese kitty. Oh, wow. It's pretty cool on here. It looks 3D. Here, it just looks like a bunch of stickers stuck together. But when you hold it up to the screen, it looks 3D. It's pretty neat. Oh, that's cool, Jeff. It's cool that you want to support somebody with a membership. Goody, goody. On to the next kitty cat, I think. Thankfully, I found out where that church is that we're going to go to tomorrow, so I don't get lost or get put in the church that I used to go to. So we'll be all ready to go tomorrow. Hopefully have a good time at this new church. It's closer to our house, so we'll see. No, that is not Mav. That's Neo. That's way too big for Mavi. Mavi is actually in front of me right now. Neo is behind me or beside me, actually, on this little cat tree. That's Nini. I'll show you where the Mav is. What is with this sticker? It does not want to go on here straight. Sounds like he's watching Star Trek or something in there. Here, I'll show you Mavi. That's Mav right there. Here. That's Mavi. He's sleeping up on the washing machine. I'm hoping he doesn't slip off. Maverick and Bobo slipped off the washing machine earlier. I thought they got hurt, but they were okay. It's not up that high, but still, I want to make sure they're all right. Yeah, it's our little kitty cats. That's why I was worried about whoever that was that I thought was firing a gun near my house. I was scared that they were going to hit our cats or something. Still don't know who it was or what it was because, you know, the police don't have to tell you anything and they won't tell you anything. So I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Evelyn. That's not good. Maybe ask your doctor if you can give him, like his vet, you can give him some supplements like lysine or something or zinc. I don't know what cats can have for cold supplements or anything like that. I don't really think I've ever had a cat with a cold. Not that I can recall anyway. But maybe they'll have some idea of what will help them. Poor Bolt cat. My Bobo kitty, I think, is sleeping up on top of the old refrigerator. That's his place to sleep. Yeah, I hope you figure it out. Poor Bo kitty. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's how Mavi was for a while. I ended up having to buy him some kitten formula and nursing him back to health. He was real sick like that. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad he's healthier now. Maybe you need to get him some kitten formula or cat formula or something. He has zero, maybe switches food, possibly. Sometimes food can cause problems like that. Hope he's okay, Evelyn. Wow, 17 years old? That's an old animal. Well, peoples, it is almost 10 o'clock and I'm getting kind of sleepy. And I've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes, so I think I'm going to head on off. I really do appreciate you coming in, as always. Thanks for hanging with me so I could get those pesky dishes done. Tomorrow I need to start, I'm going to write myself an eating chart. Oh. Yeah, I'll be praying for your Bo. Let me know how he's doing, okay? Anyway, I'm going to start an eating chart tomorrow. Very simple one, just to kind of keep myself on track because I've gotten off of the beaten path and I'm not happy with myself right now. Too much fast food lately. Well, our anniversary's coming up and, we wanted to celebrate and stuff like that. So, and then you do it one day and then you're like, oh, I don't feel like going home and I'm out and about. I may as well go and grab some KFC or some Steak and Shake or whatever. And then you kick yourself after that because, you start gaining the weight back because you were eating wrong and gain water, fluid, and whatever. So back in the saddle tomorrow I go. I did not lose or gain, I don't think, any type of weight this time around. I did kind of lose some fat around my lower belly, so that was kind of nice, but not good enough for me. So I'm going to bid you all a fond farewell and good night and a shalom, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great night, everybody. Be blessed.